Now for a new segment called S.B.S. Prevention. Wait one.
90s, teacher Tanti Huckabee stood outside her palmetto-covered one-room school near Taylor Creek and Lake Okeechobee, Florida. The image reflects the humble beginnings of rural education in America's southern frontier. After around 1911 in Port Royal, South Carolina, 6-year-olds Josie and Bertha, along with 10-year-old Sophie, worked as oyster shuckers in a canning company, an enduring image of the harsh realities of child labor in early 20th century. Vintage advertisement once promoted mixing 7UP with milk, presenting it as a wholesome and refreshing drink. The ad reflects mid-20th century marketing trends that often paired soft drinks with surprising combinations to boost sales. 5. A B-25 bomber crashed into the Empire State Building, tearing through its upper floors and igniting a massive fire. The tragic accident killed 14 people and left lasting scars on one of New York City's most iconic landmarks. 5. A group of Sioux chiefs are shown in traditional attire, embodying the leadership, cultural heritage, and enduring traditions of their people during a period of profound change in Native American history. Black settler family on the American prairie. It reflects the resilience of African American families moving west after the Civil War, facing harsh conditions and isolation while striving to build homes, communities, and new opportunities. 1818, at Camp Dodge in Des Moines, Iowa, 18,000 soldiers formed the shape of the Statue of Liberty, creating a massive, striking display of patriotism and unity during World War I, symbolizing national pride and collective effort. Ernie Morrison, known as Sunshine Sammy, became Hollywood's first black child movie star at just 3 years old. By the 1920s, he starred in Our Gang, earning $10,000 annually and breaking racial barriers in early cinema. July 1863, on Morris Island, South Carolina. This image shows the shattered muzzle of a 300-pounder Parrott rifle that burst during the American Civil War, a stark reminder of the dangers of heavy artillery in combat. In 1942, the models for Grant Wood's iconic...
What barrier did Sammy break? How much did those 3 girls in South Carolina get paid for shucking those oysters? And all 4 of them were children, weren't they? All 4 of them were children. Right? Children that didn't have that higher standard as their culture to guide them. But there was a spirit in them, right? What barrier did he break? Who put that barrier there? Who ultimately benefits from that barrier? And then tell me how there's nothing new about what's going on in this country today and how it's not like it was back then. Tell me how you voted for Donald Trump, who said that he wanted to make America great again. All these lies, they just all out lies now. There was a man that said that if it wasn't for colonization, we would still be living in grass huts. When we had buildings in schools, and their schools were in grass huts, until John D. Rockefeller came along. Yeah. With that white wax, that cream, that salve. It's not skin tone specific. Who said, I don't want a nation of free thinkers. I want a nation of obedient workers. And if you tap into the Ruach HaKodesh, you have to think and use critical truth, which trumps your personal truth or your political truth. Because personal and political truth is how they manufacture that wax to get you to act outside of your nature for scraps. No different than Sammy and those 3 girls that, had to shuck oysters. But you can call me if I'm capping. I'm just putting this out here as another test to see if anything about the video production and the evidence slid off because it conflicts with an agenda based on your ego. And the ones that, want you to have that barrier in your brain developed from that wax. And you don't have to answer. That's between you and your creator. You and our creator, I should say. All praise the Most High. I'm the Mad Trucker. Shalom.